Yo, yo, yo. All right, we are moving on to the Windy Tower. Everybody knows it's windy. I am glad I took a quick little... excuse me. I'm trying to drink one of these leftover sodas from Bud Suds and Duds at the moment, and it's not great. But I can't just throw it away. It feels wasteful to me. It looks like I have to go way the hell around here to get to there. So you're gonna traverse with me. Oh right, she can only heal, and she's not gonna be able to attack very well, so I can't wait for her to get some more attack spells and be useful. Which might be soon if we get all these army ants going. Oh man. It is... I'm recording this in the end of April. Man, it has been so unseasonably warm for the vast, vast, vast majority since July. So we're nearing a year of unseasonable warmth. And you can get some warm days around Chicago in April. It can happen, but it's not just that, it's also muggy. It's been muggy 2 days in a row. And I remember back, when the hell was that? It was September. And I remember recording with Rob one day and then recording for PPM another. And weeks apart and just being like, it is constantly muggy, man. Not liking it. We need a Pauly Shore biodome reality right now. I need my seasons the way I expect them to be. And don't worry if you don't like it. Hey, get your own biodome. Alyssa has been promoted to level 2. Speed 4, and she learned one new spell. Cool. Let's see what that is. Make her more useful than just a healer at the moment. Sleep's not really what I was going for. I was hoping for something a little more useful. Just a little. That's all I'm asking for. I mean, come on. I will say I really don't like that the speed stat has nothing to do with the order of combat. That seems a little ridiculous, and I know Dragon Quest early on in Final Fantasy, especially the first one early on, have had those problems. I think they're problems. In the case of Final Fantasy, I remember there being some status effect that gets used constantly in an area that's just like, oh, come on, why are you doing this to me again, kind of thing. Dragon Quest, that happens more frequently in the NES era, I feel like. I feel like with 3, especially, that's the one that's coming to mind, where you're super leveled up, you've grinded a ton, and yet, oops, they cast a spell that just kills you. You're just dead. And so to know that, like, it doesn't matter how much we level up here, we're always going to be randomly deciding who goes next. Ooh. That's the ooh face that I give. That's not good. Okay, good. I think I avoided the problem. Alright. But anyway, on we shall go. I didn't even see how hard she quote-unquote hits when she does hit something. Let's find out. See how weak exactly is she. Yeah, I'm sticking with my... Come on. I'm sticking with my theory that the misses aren't just misses, but that's also how they represent an attack for 0 damage. I don't have any way of proving that I know of, but it just feels right. Yay! She's probably not going to have a new spell yet. HP 5, MP 7. Yeah, look, I can call it. I know my Dragon Quest. Alright? Don't you tell me. Let me take a quick glance at this part of the map to see where it is exactly. Oh, okay. Follow the bridges, go west in the desert. Easy enough. Yeah, I hope she's not just a healing character, because That would make sense for a normal play of the game. It would suck for the way we're playing it. That would be one character who just doesn't do it for you. And I can't complain to the game, about that. Obviously, I am not playing this as intended. So. Boom, boom, boom. Did the overworld music change? No, I think it's the same. Something about it, probably because I have it so quiet over here, that I just, for a second, thought maybe I heard a different beat. But I doubt it. I question that thought of mine. Not all of them, just that one. Man, these zombies have a lot of hit points. Ooh, the zombie stood guard. Look at that. Look at these zombies with brains, apparently, that they're not munching on. Trying to raise the defense. Bum, bum, bum. Boy, I hope she gets a weapon that can cause at least a little damage. But more importantly, I'm hoping for an attack spell of some sort. Because this could be, like, Lars could be the attack magic guy. And she's just going to be the heal guy or girl. Maybe she'll get some boost spells, something to raise attack or not. Hey, look, we got a tower. It's a classic. That's a new song, right? I definitely have this quieter for me than I usually do, so I can't entirely tell. All right, let me take a quick peek at the map here to find out how everything's going to look. So the maps are clear and well defined, except for they don't say what goes where. So I'm going to assume that they line up with their position. So we do have a treasure chest. Let's go for that first. We'll also get a look at what kind of monsters do we have here. Great. She's gone up a couple levels. Let's give her more HP for no good reason. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we're on floor 1. That's the only treasure on floor 1. Looking at floor 2, I see what looks like might be a boss area. It's hard to say for sure. Don't see any other sort of... In fact, actually, with one exception, these stairs kind of look like they go to the same place. Let me see the floor 3 question. That takes me there. And then where does that take? Oh boy. This one's all over. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to do that thing where you work backwards on the map. So here's the top of the tower. So the floor before it. Oh, good. I can't tell which one it is. I may have to read the words on this one. On this guide here. Guys, when you make these maps, don't just worry about clearing out your square of your characters to keep it clear. That's great. Like, do that. But also, you got to do the letter assignments, man. You just have to. All right, so this one's going to be a little weird while I go back and forth. So we come here for the Cloak of Wind. It says there's relatively little other treasure throughout the tower. So, hey, that's been how it's been so far. Medical herb I do not care about, which I already picked up anyway. Okay, so... You know what? Let me read this and come back. I didn't go through the whole thing, but I think I have an idea. So like I said, these 2 stairs that we just saw basically go to the same place, and it's not worth going there. So Hey, look at... Wait. Who is this guy? Take care that thou strays not over the tower's edge. Oh, I was just going to mention that, actually. We didn't see the jump-off ledges for Dragon Quest in the first one. So, it's pretty cool that we're seeing it now. I knew they were in 3. Now I know they were also in 2. Which we don't have the cloak yet. You know what? I'm going to do it. Okay. Because we didn't have the cloak, I think we're going to have to answer yes to that trope regarding Great Falls not really doing anything. I don't know, because is that in spirit of the rule? I'm starting to feel like this list that I love so much, I'm starting to read like I'm a Supreme Court justice and it's the Constitution. What did they mean when they said this? How does this get interpreted? Ooh, a great blow for 4 HP. Huzzah. Bump. Yay. Get a spell, please, Ollie. It's Lars. It's not even her. 1 and 4. 2 and 4. Oh, he gets a spell. Oh, and she goes up. Okay. It's a competition now. She's 1 and 2. 9. Alright, we got 2 new spells for the group. We're getting more useful here. What did he get? Oh, he's got the return spell, which I'm guessing based on the Wing of Wyvern use means it's just straight to Maidenhall, which isn't really useful yet. Infernos. Okay. Nice. I will take it. The one issue I do have with Dragon Quest games, especially with the remakes, is for reasons I can't quite explain, it just happens to be true. Let's see how powerful this is. Pretty good. Oh, it's a group one too. Awesome. That is super helpful. The spell names. I think the fact that the NES versions of Dragon Warrior were, you know, translated into English by whoever, and you have all these different names and whatnot. Great. Gold. Oh well. Ooh, a Megapede. You know, I have another question actually, real fast. I don't know what determines spell strength, because they have... Oh, well, yeah, but that still kind of confirms the idea. When does that go up? I don't think I've noticed magic power being raised in any level up yet. Huh. I think maybe because I've got the situation where it's like, oh, I've only, you know, seen or played these ones the most for a while there, that all of a sudden it was a shock to my system when they've got these goofy names like Boing. You know, I don't even know if that's really a spell, but you get my drift. And I always had a hard time with those. And it's why one of the first things that I find myself doing when I'm getting ready to play one of these is, it's like I need to find a list that explains what the magic does. And I'll remember, but only for the time period that I'm playing the game. Okay. I suspect... this is not the stairway I want to take. So let's do this. I suspect it's this one. I do like some of the effort that they end up putting into these games. Definitely with 4, maybe with 3, regarding regarding the trope of annoying dungeons, where you'll have those little pathways that will, scoot you around, and you got to figure out the right pathways, and it's easy to miss treasure, stuff like that. If I'm working with a guide, I feel like that's a lot easier to deal with than if I were... Oh, did I take the wrong one, actually? I have a bad feeling that I misread that map. Ooh, ghost rats. Ghost rats. I vaguely recall also... Oh, they can call. Interesting. Nice job. Look, Alisa's suddenly useful. Oh, what are they going to drop? Fantastic. We're just always discovering that medical herb, you know what I'm saying? I forgot, by the way, what I was saying, so there's that. See, I thought I was going in there. Oh no, this is right. This is what I wanted. Hey, hey. What? What? That's not what I thought was going to happen there. Hold on, guide. Guide, why is this empty? Okay, I'm glad I read that because something was supposed to happen that I wouldn't have done otherwise. If I were playing the Game Boy Color version, I would have gotten some sort of prize for going up there. But I'm not doing that, and so all I got was this empty chest. Ugh. Hey, you know what? That feels like that was just meant to happen. Oh, but no help came. Probably because you can only fit 4 of those in the intended spot. That would be my guess. Yep, I had a feeling Ollie was going up. Yay. Speed 5, HP 1, MP 4. I'm going to have to look that up on either if we end up in a grinding situation or an episode break. Oh, you can actually... They could have called another one, it looks like. About that spell power thing, because I'm very curious about it. And especially considering that you have the speed situation that doesn't mean what I would have otherwise thought it meant. Alright, we did some good killing here. These battles are definitely going faster even when there's more of them, thanks to Alisa having something. Oh, is this me this time? Yes, it is. Power 3, Speed 3, HP 1. My level ups mostly suck. They really aren't good. I gotta say I'm not a huge fan of my main character here. It is such a choice though, right? Because it feels to me like, off of memory at least, the Dragon Quest hero is always a good combination of physical and spell, and sometimes even speed. And yet, the first time they're like, oh, we're going to give him other people, let's not give him any magic at all. I'm starting to question if I really am a descendant of Erdrick here. If anything, the green guy, Lars, he seems like he's more the type than I am. Ooh, maybe there should be sort of a sequel like the After Years to Final Fantasy IV, and it's all about us fighting over control of the throne. Because everybody's just looking at us and being like, no, this guy, Lars, is way more like Erdrick. Alright, where is this taking me? Oh man, I'm going all over the place. Oh! I passed by this, I didn't even realize it was there. Yay, we got the Cloak of Wind. Do we equip the Cloak of Wind? Oh wait, we must, because of the one thing I read. Oh, no? Wait, what? So it says he's wearing... Okay, it does show as equipped. Okay. So what's so special about this thing that I didn't know? I'm glad I did that one jump off the tower earlier to test the fall damage situation, because when we use the Cloak of Wind on ourselves and we do the same thing, we're going to end up a slightly different spot. If I could finish this fight, that would be oh so nice. Woo! Hey look, we're way the hell over here. So that's interesting. That's not normally how you would expect an item like that, or you wouldn't expect the item to be about that, I should say. So let me take a look at the map here, because I don't know what this chapter means. The next chapter for this game says Leonport, but I don't remember anybody mentioning that. So I just want to see where this is supposed to be so I know where I'm going. I don't see Leonport anywhere on here. Oh, wow. That ain't nowhere nearby. I can tell you that much. And since we can only return to frickin' Maidenhall, this is going to be a trek. Let me see how big that section is, because it looks like there is going to be some stuff to go on. So yeah, that's going to be a trek, and it looks like there's going to be some stuff going on, so we will do an episode break here. Okay. What we're going to do now is find the next segment for us to cover on the list. So now, we did characters last time. Now we're going to do the middle bundle. This is a collection of the rules that I've categorized as items, locations, and technology. And there's going to be 23 possible points here. So here we go. Rule 4, the cubic zirconium corollary. The aforementioned mysterious girl from before will be wearing a pendant, etc., etc. We don't have that key item situation. All right, here's a bunch of possible points that we will have to revisit later. It's the compulsories. So, was there a fire dungeon? Not yet. Oh, crap, wrong button. I did edit the keys on my keyboard so that I don't have that screen lock issue that I kept hitting last time. It's very, very happy. So now when I press that key instead of what I mean to, it does nothing. An ice dungeon, no. A sewer maze, no. A misty forest, no. A derelict ghost ship, no. A mine, no mines. There was a spring, a glowing crystal maze, no. An ancient temple full of traps, a magic floating castle, and a technological dungeon. Nope. However, I mentioned there was a spring. I feel like hot springs are a common situation in RPGs. But this is the fact that the hot spring was a dungeon, I feel like isn't quite as common as there just being hot springs. So no, I'm not going to add it. I considered it, but no. Unless if you guys want it, I don't think that you care. Care enough to want it, I should say. So those are all question marks. We'll come back at the end of the game, see if any of them show up. 10, the Luddite rule. This is about technology being an evil presence in the society and solely the province of the bad guys. Hargon seems to just be a wizard. Magic is a part of this. It's not technology so much, so I'm saying no. Do we have the indestructible weapon rule? This is the one where a weapon doesn't break from the game mechanics, but does because of a plot mechanic. Certainly hasn't happened yet. So, no. 81, 2, 3, and 4 are the dungeon designs 101, 102, 103, and 201. There's always goodies hidden behind the waterfall. We'll have to come back to that yet again, a game with no waterfall. 102 is when you are confronted by two doors. The closer one will be locked, and its key will be hidden behind the farther away one. Close to that, the farthest away treasure in the aforementioned spring was the key item, but it wasn't behind any locked doors or anything like that. And that key wasn't tied to anything else in the spring, so no. So far, we haven't seen that. Your progress through a dungeon will be indicated by a sudden change in decor. That's Dungeon Design 103. No, the palette pretty much stays the same. And Dungeon Design 201 is that most dungeons will include hidden passages which are nearly invisible or nearly impossible to see from a bird's eye view, but would be obvious from the party's perspective. We had that in DQ1. We had that here. I mostly dealt with it when we were in Broken Down Moonbrook, so there's a point. Rule 104, the Wutai rule. This is about a place that is Japanese, mythologically centric, etc. No, not here. They don't do that. We got 111, the principle of archaeological convenience. This is about digging up something ancient. We probably aren't going to see that here, so... Rule 112, they don't make them like they used to. That's about comparing the machinery, which still doesn't fit here. 142, thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. All enemy installations will be equipped with one of those such things. Not something we're going to see, I don't think. Material Science 101 and 102 are the last rules for us to cover on here. See how much faster we can get through these when there's more episodes to do? I hope you guys also agree that this is better. Material Science 101 is gold, silver, and other precious metals make excellent weapons and armor, etc. I'm going to put a question mark here. We haven't actually seen that. The only material names we've seen are leather and steel, which actually are applicable. Do we see iron yet? I'm not sure. Silver we have seen in the form of a key, though, which I don't think counts. I think this has to be about... Although I guess a silver key is kind of strange too, right? I'm going to stick with it being armor and weapons, though, because that is specifically mentioned in the explainer. Last one to check out is Rule 145, Material Science 201. Everyone you meet will talk enthusiastically about how some fantastically rare metal, etc., etc. It's not happening here. This is just not part of what we've got. So, another episode down, we've gained only one trope point so far, and that puts us at a total, so far, a sum of 11. We are at, we're at 4% now. So we haven't reached the halfway point of the game, nor the halfway point of this game being more tropey than DQ1, and it may not be. We're going to find out as we go. So, when I see you on the next episode, we have to go west, young man, for quite a long ways to get to a port that's nowhere nearby. So hopefully that means more levels for everybody, but especially for Alyssa, who is only at 5 while the rest of us are in double digits. Take it easy, my peeps.
Let's Player needs food badly.